Welcome to a video on the digital-lifestyle.com. This video we're going to have a quick look at the Acer Aspire V5 Touch. So this is a Core i5 notebook, Windows 8, very nice backlit keyboard. I'm not sure the video really picks it up, but it looks very nice. And best of all, it's touch. So what we're going to do in this video is a quick look at the spec and have a look at the feel, how it performs, and look at the sort of the performance index and some of the software on there. Okay, before we start, let's have a quick look at some of the ports that we've got available on here. So on the side here we've got two standard USB 2 ports and one USB 3 port, HDMI, and this extra connector. And the extra connector is actually for this that plugs into there, and that gives you VGA and Ethernet. So it's a way, I guess, of you don't need the bulk or space of these two, then you've got those connectors. A bit like, say, with the MacBook Air or other devices where they don't have all those connectors in there. It's a pretty nice way of keeping the device thin without compromising for those ports. Not so good if you forget the adapter. On the other side here we've got the DVD drive and a Kensington lock, and there's nothing on the back. So in terms of physical size, oh, I should say here we've got SD card slot. So it's fairly thin. It's no Ultrabook and it's no MacBook Air, and it's actually quite heavy as well. But for that you do get a nice large screen on there. It's got a 15.6 inch screen on here, and it's got a very nice backlit keyboard as well, which I do like the look of. So we've got a nice bright reflective, or not too reflective I should say, screen. It's running in, let's have a look at the screen res, running 1366 by 768. It's got a very nice clear screen actually, I've got to say. It looks pretty nice. Windows key on there. So of course the thing this has got, although the traditional notebook, is it's got touch. You know, you might think, well, why do you need touch on a notebook? But I find I do use this all the time, especially as I've been using my Surface. So mainly it's really handy in things like IE. So you might think, well, why do you need touch on a notebook? But this, especially in IE, I find it so handy. You're browsing a page and you think, oh, I just want to scroll down. You know, you can just go straight to something, and it's really nice and something you get used to quite quickly, and soon then can't do without. Also, you can flick between applications so easily with that. So even if you're typing away and you're using the thing, then you can just flick backwards and forwards between this stuff, and I really do like that. You can use this trackpad, which has got multi-touch gestures for scrolling, but not, oh, it has got the edge. I was going to say not your edges, but it seems to be working fine. That. So yeah, there we go. We're using the Edge UI to switch between applications as well. So really nice combination of features that I find very handy. But the scrolling, I do really find that really handy in web pages, or even if you're just in your, you're in your email or something like that, and you can flick between them there and get back like that. So I'll give you some specs. We've got it's actually 2.3 kilograms, obviously heavier than many of the Ultrabooks, but you've got the DVD drive and everything else in there. It's 15.6 inch screen, Core i5 processor running 1.7 GHz, 8 GB of RAM, and this has got a 500 gig drive in there as well. So let's have a look at the Windows index. It's 10-point multi-touch as well. So processor gives us 6.9, good processor speed, 7.1 for the memory, good. Graphics lets it down a bit, 4.1, and the gaming graphics at 6.1 as well. It's not got a desktop performance for graphics, but it's got a very nice performance with the i5 processor. Estimate around 5 hours battery. I've been playing with it. It seems about right for this device as well. It's got Dolby Advanced audio on there as well, to give you sort of a clearer sound when you listen to DVD or movie or music. So look at some of the software we've got pre-installed on it. See a few bits and pieces. We've got some eBay, but we've also got the things that are a bit more useful, like Evernote and Kindle, Netflix, Skype. You can just put your account details in there. There's an Acer app as well, which, unlike the Lenovo app I tried a couple of weeks ago, this actually does have stuff in there. So you can create, it's kind of a store within the store. In fact, it's Acer's app store as opposed to just a standard Windows one, which has got, you know, the usual apps on there, some of them which are already pre-installed. It's got a camera on here as well. See us there, for webcam stuff, which is nice. We can get up to 1280 by 720 so for that. Not going to do much with that apart from doing Skype or video conferencing, whatever you want to do with it. Windows 8 doesn't have DVD or doesn't have Windows Media Center or anything like that to play DVDs in, but Acer included their media application, so I'm just trying here DVD playback, and see, it works really well with Acer's application. And we can have a quick look and listen to the speakers here. It's not bad volume, that's highest up, so it's not that loud. Perhaps a little bit on the tinny side, but because as soon as you start adding bigger speakers, you end up with a very heavy laptop. So this is Clear-Fi Media. This is Acer's music and video application. As you see, we can pick up media stored in cloud, or we can pick up stuff from another machine. So let's see if we can do a bit of DLNA. So this is a video which is streaming from another machine on my network, which is actually a Windows Media Center test file. So this is a file being streamed from another PC on my network. It's actually a Media Center test file from Windows 7. And you see it play absolutely fine. So we've not got Media Center on here, but for video playback, DVD playback, and even music as well, we can connect up. I've got my home server there, and like I say, I could play the DVD, or we could have built-in content. I don't think there's anything stored on this machine, but so this is Clear-Fi from Acer, which I think obviously very good idea, because Media Center's not on there, so you can't start playing DVDs and things like that through it. So we've got some of the things installed: 7 Digital's Media Store. So we've got the Acer applications. We've also got Netflix, Microsoft Office Trial Edition. There's not a huge amount of software, I guess some would call it crapware. We've got some Cyberlink Media Expresso, some Dolby applications. Obviously, you've got your Acer tools. And then you've got your Windows tools on there as well. So it's not a huge. There's not a huge amount on there. You know, it's cluttering the system. You've got to uninstall before you can get going. I personally would just get rid of the antivirus. But apart from that, and one thing I did see that was interesting is this Acer Power Button app or program. And for some machines, I've seen another Acer machine. This is actually pinned, so you can pin it down. Put it down here, which gives you a quick access to lock or sleep or hibernate or whatever you need it to do. I mean, for hibernation or sleeping mode, I would just normally shut the lid straight down. But it's nice that that's there, and perhaps it may go along to for people that sort of don't like Windows 8 because of the sort of fiddly access to certain things. Then maybe that's a good way of doing it. As you can see, it's very quick to start up this. So that's a quick look at the Acer Aspire V5 Touch. A nice solid device if you want a workhorse laptop, but you also want to have touch on it as well. I really, once you start using touch on a Windows 8 device, you really don't want to go back to a device without touch. So it's nice that you've got a standard notebook, but with touch option as well. Price and availability, everything link in the show notes. Nice solid machine. I'm going to play around with it a bit more and report back. Thanks for watching this video. You can find more videos on our YouTube channel and you can subscribe, and we're also at thedigital lifestyle.com. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in another video.